Today, welcome to the ASA channel where we look at stuff for sale from us, and let's just jump right in. Today we are having a look at the SFE SE100 GSM-PTT network radio. Okay, comes in a recycled brown box with some printing on it, and what I can see immediately, this is only a 3G device. So it'll do GSM on 2G, 3G, and obviously Edge, the old technologies. But yes, it does up to 3G. Let's have a look what we have inside. The booklet, the device itself, the antenna, a charger, cable, battery, and the carry strap, which I'm not going to look at as that seems to be a Chinese thing which we never end up using here. Okay, let's start off at looking at the battery. The battery of this device is a 5,200 milliampere hours at 3.7 volts. It is huge. This is a huge battery. Backup time on this will probably be a good 2 to 3 days, if not more. Okay, belt clip on the back of the battery, which has some advantages but some disadvantages. The radio, if you look at the antenna design, it is an SMA, which means you can, bad areas, you can put an external antenna on, very short little GSM stubby antenna, and plastic housing, all plastic, very lightweight, all plastic design. Belt clip is already fitted on this one, but it goes basically on the radio, if you would call it chassis, but in this case it's plastic, so the plastic chassis. Yes, space for a SIM card in there, a normal sized SIM card. It fits inside there with the little cover to cover it. Okay, let's have a look at this. You slide the battery in underneath there and click it in position. Much similar to the Hytera designs. Yes. So if you switch the device on, let's have a look and see while that is powering up at the charging cable. The charging cable is just, I would suppose, a 5 volt transformer, 1000 milliampere hours. That means this battery will take at least 5 hours to fill. I don't think that is great. Obviously the battery will plug in there, and then okay, let's have a look and see at this. It goes in there. We give it some power, no indication that there is power there. The radio has already been powered up. There is a charging port at the bottom of the battery, which has a cover on, and then be very careful because this is a mini USB, micro USB, and you have an indication at the bottom whether it's charging or not. I suppose it does go green once it's full. I don't like this design a lot. What I also do not like is you can see that this battery has no charging pins on it. So it is impossible to get a drop-in charger. This may have a space and may have an application in the field, but the problem is there is a great risk that someone can put this in the wrong way. especially when you're doing it in the dark or low light situations. You can start forcing that in and you can damage it. I like the fact that it is recessed. It's quite deep in there, which means that if you do actually get it in correctly, there is no chance that there is much movement there, which keeps that little part intact. But that's the problem with charging batteries like that. There is always some level of movement there. And if you damage that, there is no way of replacing just that little part. You need to replace the whole battery. It could be a costly exercise, especially because this is quite a large battery. 5,000 milliampere hours will set you back a few hundreds of rands. The battery is of such design that the belt clip is on the bottom of the battery. So should you have a failure where you've dropped the device and it is fairly hard, this battery will rather break, and you can just replace the battery. You don't damage the design here. If you do damage the design here, I don't know what the effect will be on that, because the actual clip seems to be in there. So there is a chance that if you do drop it, you could damage the housing there as well. Nevertheless, it is a good design. I don't like the fact that it is plastic. So if you do drop it, you could damage the plastic there and the battery, which will have you double trouble if you like. Okay, the LED shows the status. Flashing, obviously this indicates that it is on, but searching for network. Yes, we have tried this on our network, on our PTT network, and it works fine. It actually works very well, I must say, and it does have a decent sized battery. It has a nice feel to it, a bit bulky though, but it has a nice feel to it. I do like the SFE design, where they've adapted some features from other devices where this is slightly raised, so if you do drop it, you don't actually damage the knob itself. Apart from that, I do like the device. The audio accessories on the side seems to be similar to the other SFE stuff, maybe same as Itera. And there is a port on the side for programming, and I'm sure that you will be able to plug this in as well to charge the battery. It stays on constantly, which probably indicates that it's charging. Okay, there you go. If we close that, it has a similar design as the Itera, where it is a swivel design, which I do like. It is not a rubber foldback that actually becomes perished and could fail in the future, thus allowing water and nonsense to get in there. This is a swivel design, which is very, very nice. Okay, apart from that, the microphone seems to be in that whole area, so if you make a pouch, it's easy to just get it done there. A little hole there. It has two programmable buttons, one there at the top of the PTT, one at the bottom of the PTT, and it has the PTT button. There you go. Thanks for watching. This is the SFE S100 radio, which seems to be very nice. We have tested it. I do not know what the longevity of it is, how it actually works in the field, what the GPS is like, etc., etc. But I can do a follow-up maybe of devices like this. SFE SE100. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share my videos, and place any comments that you wish, or maybe just other devices you feel I should look at. Thanks for watching. Be safe.